Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So here I am going to kind of take Kushinada for a test run through Yamato Takeru. And then, yeah, I am calling it a test run because I usually like to bring no gravity barrier characters to Yamato Takeru, overwhelmingly. And actually, I've never used Kushinada here before, but I just finished the Max Lux, so I thought I'd give her a try, and then just kind of see how she plays and what her role is in Yamato Takeru. And yeah, it might seem silly to kind of analyze how Kushinada works here. She is the best drop monster in the game, so why shouldn't she be awesome? But it's not as easy as that to use her here. It does take some team building, and it does take some thought. And I guess first to talk about the demerits of Kushinada is, of course, she does not have no gravity barrier, so she can't get around very well. And so for that reason, she is not a good damage source when it's her turn. She doesn't have a problem here with the taking down the little guys in these first few stages. Since not having gravity barrier doesn't matter, you can still squeeze in there and take down guys. But once we get to the mini-boss and the boss stages, when it's her turn, there's kind of not too much she can do. Kind of her main role will be as a support character to the other characters that I use. And yeah, when it's not her turn, then we can do a lot of damage with her because of her plasma bump combo. And then, of course, to get good use out of the plasma, you want to use other characters with no gravity barrier, so that they can pick up the plasma and then, move around freely and do that damage that way. And so, well, I'll come to that later about other recommended characters. But yeah, in these early stages, Kushinada is just fine. We'll just, do the pinch shots. And then, yeah, I guess I can expand on the idea of Kushinada as a support character for this mission. It's her strike shot, which is the ultimate kind of support device for this mission. And it's the Yakumo, the Grand Command Strike Shot. And whatever direction you activate it and then shoot it in, all of your characters will move in that direction. And so it's especially good for kind of clearing a field, not in these early stages so much, since you want to do sort of, kind of exact pinch shots. But in the later stages, when you just need to kind of move your guys around, then it can be useful then. And then kind of the main reason why I'm using it here with this team of 2 Hunter Kings is for positioning. I want to move Hunter King into position so that he can use his strike shot. And then, yeah, if you saw my video where I test out Hunter King in Yamato Takeru, you know my strategy of first boss, use the lasers to take out the boss. Second boss stage, use one of the strike shots to clear that stage. And then the last stage, use the other strike shot. Use the other Hunter King strike shot to clear that stage. So yeah, Kushinada is in this team just purely to support that, method. And using the Yakumo in that last stage to position Hunter King is pretty key. Of course, if my positioning is good enough, then I won't need to use it anyway, but it can help me when I'm in a pinch. And then, although I would rather not use it that way, I could use the Yakumo as kind of a get-out-of-jail-free card. So like on this stage, for example, if I were, one hit away and there were no hearts, I could use the Yakumo to clear the stage. But that would not be ideal. And so, yeah, if you do decide to bring Kushinada into Yamato Takeru, you want to get the most out of the Yakumo. And so that means bringing other characters with no gravity barrier, passive, not on their gauge. And so, yeah, some good candidates are Hunter King here, and then Apollo X, Tampopo, who else? Mustang Evolution, Yeah, guys like that. They would be the best to use with Kushinada. And then I would say that Hunter King is a little bit less than ideal to use with Kushinada, because whereas the other guys that I just mentioned, they can sort of act from anywhere, Hunter King really does best when he's more towards the bottom of the screen. So that kind of limits the way that I can use Yakumo here, if I were most interested in using the Hunter King technique to get through Yamato Takeru. And so that is what I'm doing, but I found that it is strong enough to use it just for that purpose. The Hunter King strike shots are good enough that I don't really need the Yakumo strike shots for anything other than positioning for this mission. Alright, and then actually on this mini-boss stage, this is kind of where I ran into the most trouble, because this team doesn't have a really good way to do damage to the boss, or the mini-boss here, except for direct attacks. The plasma would do damage if I could somehow get a guy into that lower left-hand corner, and then Hunter King's bump combo will do good damage if he's in that lower left-hand corner. So yeah, this team is not really suited for this mission. And then I do find that I use Yakumo here if the enemy's turn count is coming down too much. But yeah, if I can break those shields pretty quickly, then I can get my guys in there. You're probably all familiar with how difficult that is. Here I was lucky and I was able to kind of pinch in between the shields a little bit to do damage that way. So I didn't have to use a strike shot. But I sometimes do use a strike shot here. Okay. Alright, thank you, Poison. And then of course I want my Hunter Kings at the bottom of the screen since I'm going to be relying on lasers here. And so, what are we doing here? So we'll try to get in here to free that Kushinada. Did not work. So I'm going to use the other Kushinada's Yakumo just to clear the field down there. And then we'll do a shallow angle from left to right in order to maintain the Hunter King's position. And so yeah, I played with this team quite a few times this morning, and then I came to the conclusion that 2 Kushinadas might be too many. I might do better with 1. I'm thinking about that mini-boss stage in particular, but yeah, if I were to replace Kushinada with somebody, it would be somebody with a Blast Bump combo, I think. A Max Luck with a Blast Bump combo so that I could get more of a Hunter King's lasers out. And then maybe a Tackle Strike Shot. I find that Tackle Strike Shots, they do, they're kind of the best source of damage on that mini-boss stage. Oh, thank you, Poison, again. Yeah, the Tackle Strike Shot is a really good source of damage on that mini-boss stage, especially if it's a tackle plus laser, because then I can shoot the laser through Yamato Takeru and do the full damage. So that actually makes Basilisk a really good Max Luck for this kind of method. Unfortunately, I have not made my Basilisk Max Luck yet. I didn't have the foresight to think that I would need him. So in the meantime, I might use like a Tiger or a Tiger X. That's a bounce character with Blast Bump combo and... oh, no. Not a Tackle Strike Shot, never mind. Oh, anyway, yeah, here's the second stage. We'll use Hunter King's Strike Shot just to clear that. And then, yeah, we will try to position the other Hunter King below the boss in order to get that last Strike Shot in. So we'll go ahead and use that Yakumo, not to do damage, but to position Hunter King. Yes, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. Other Max Lucks that would be good for this method would be a bounce, no gravity barrier with a Blast Bump combo and a Tackle Strike Shot. And so that could be Death Coil, actually, surprisingly, or that could be Dax Ascension. Who else is there? Yeah, guys like that. Until I finish Basilisk, I might give those guys a try. But yeah, one of those guys, one Kushinada, and then two Hunter Kings. Yeah, so that is how I'd probably make the team, kind of as a support for Hunter King. Or if I wanted to move away from Hunter King, and then I wanted to kind of emphasize more of Kushinada's plasma, then I would use other characters with no gravity barrier, like, again, like Apollo X, like Mustang, Tampopo. Apollo X might be excellent because she has that tackle strike shot with the laser that I was talking about. So I don't know, maybe I'll try another run later. Maybe with two Kushinadas and Apollo X and some other person. Maybe like Tampopo or somebody. But yeah, that was my video where I test out Kushinada in Yamato Takeru. This is not a team that I recommend, per se. I did play with it for a while, and it didn't seem to have any higher win percentage than I did normally. So, yeah, this was just like a test run just to see how Kushinada plays in Yamato Takeru. Alrighty, hopefully that was helpful. We'll talk to you again. Take care.